What gets you out of bed in the morning? As lame as this is. $10 a month. At my job, if we are not late at all in a month, we get $10. Do that 3 months. And get an extra 2 hours of floating holiday time. Do it all year. Get another $100. So for $220 and 8 hours of vacation time. I was able to get up and to work each day last year. But last year was the first year I was able to do it. The previous 2 years I also worked here but was late 2 or 3 times throughout the year. The only way I was able to do it was to change my routine. Get lunch bucket and coffee maker ready the night before. Lay out my clothes. And also become okay with looking like CP each day. I give myself 30 minutes to get ready and 30 minutes to drive to work. And I am so proud of myself for it because all throughout high school and college, I was completely unable to be on time for anything. I skipped over half of my 8 a.m. class in college. But now, with a routine, and not wearing any makeup, and doing my hair in a bun the night before, I am at work at either 4:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. each day. We can pick the time to come without consequence. That is a cool incentive. But isn't it flawed? If you are late week number 1, then you'll say FK it. I already failed. And just be late from then on. OBVs, if you're continually late you're gonna get written up. New Wendy's breakfast. That GN breakfast baconator. Nothing quite like beef and bacon and cheese and egg with some more bacon and a drive. Pepper at 8:00 a.m. To be clear, there was absolutely no sarcasm in my previous post. It's just that DN good. A Wendy's man. I see you too are a person of class and sophistication. Adderall. I have idiopathic hypersomnia and I need strong stimulants to wake up in the morning. I have 2 alarms. One when I need to get up and one an hour earlier. At the earlier alarm, I take Adderall and a caffeine pill and then go back to sleep. I don't wake up enough at that alarm to even remember waking up. I then wake up at the correct time after the correct length of sleep and feel great. If I don't take it, I sleep at least 12 hours. My work has been making us take our temperature when we come in for our shift. Some greasy old guy rubs a surface thermometer across your forehead and clears you to work. But if I go in early enough I don't have to talk to him and I can use my own oral thermometer. So the thought of avoiding people and shirking human interaction is what gets me out of bed. The fear of being fired and becoming homeless. Ah yes, my people have spoken. It's not like I have a choice. I'm just a slave. After all, a slave to my desire to eat and sleep inside where it's safe. So, because of that, I don't get a choice. A slave doesn't have choices. Quote, a man chooses, a slave obeys. Quote, Andrew Ryan. My bladder 'cause I gotta pee. Can't flee the pee. Call the vet. I gotta flee. I'm outta hair like a baldman. A nice fat bong rip. It feels like life is nothing but work and fleeting satisfaction until you die. And then that's it. I don't have any dependents or any pets that rely on my support to survive. I don't care for exuberant wealth or fame or the hoarding of material things. I'm interested to know what makes you feel like you have a purpose and that the things that you do matter. Habit. Want some coffee with that habit? Don't mind if I do. Weed. Need my caffeine hit. Have enough reserve power to get to the machine and that's it. The exuberant German Shepherd BH. I share my life with who absolutely needs her breakfast on time. Or so she believes. Don't talk about her like that. She's a good girl. I can already tell. She can't help it. Online school. V. I missed my 2 classes today. V. Some of my teachers decided that it was fine to do an online class in a day and time that there shouldn't be any classes. And I missed all of them. Every morning my best friend sends me something sweet. Maybe just they love me. Maybe a poem. It changes. Reading that always makes my day start right. I lay 6 strips of bacon on a George Foreman grill beside my bed. Then go back to sleep. 20 minutes later I wake up to the smell of bacon. Occasionally I burn my foot. Is it worth it? Yes. Oh Michael. Secret genius. Are you not worried about possible foot injuries? Is it worth it? Yes. My fear of John Wick. I hear he's a man of focus. I have an alarm app that requires me to scan a barcode for it to stop. I've put it in the bathroom so I don't have a choice but to go up. When I get to the bathroom I stop the alarm and splash my face with cold water. App. Sleep as Android with CAPTCHA plugin. Might need premium. Alarmy might do it to IDK. I also restrict my snoozes to maximum of 2 times. I also habit stack it by weighing myself immediately since I'm already in the bathroom. I hate you. I hate you because it works for you. I tried something like that. But I can just go lay down and be out cold. I downloaded an app that makes you do math equations and I set it to have some tough but not impossible equations for me. I would take like 5 minutes doing them, then close my eyes and wake up 2 hours late for work. The only thing that gets me up early is being excited for something. And most people aren't wicked excited every day. So I'm late pretty frequently lol. I'm usually excited for coffee. Might be onto something. Op could set the alarm for an hour and a half earlier than they actually need to get up. Drink a cup of coffee. Go back to sleep. Have the usual routine set for when they actually need to be up. Caffeine plus equations ought to wake anyone up. The fact that I have a better chance of being hit by a bus if I get out of bed than if I lay there. You've just given me another reason to get up in the morning. Thank you. Realistically, I have to pee or drink water. In the way the op probably meant. Spite. I got a lot of people to prove wrong and PS off. Knowing I have to feed my sourdough starter on time. Adderall. Works like a charm. Imagine if Lucky Charms had Adderall instead of marshmallows. That would be amazing. Deadly. After a few bites. But amazing. Imagine if Fruity Pebbles were crack rocks. A steamy shower. That's hot. Quite literally. Lol. And do you have a thing for maple syrup? Lol. You really should try a hot maple syrup shower. Nothing quite like it. Sunshine. My bed is strategically placed so I can enjoy the sunrise from my bed every morning. Puts me in a positive mood for the day. If I get through today, maybe in the future there'll be a day where I wake up happy. Spite. Spite alone holds me aloft. Outlive your enemies, wah ha ha. That's Spite store. Morning wood. Just me and it will go away. He meant his campfire fizzled out and he needs to chop wood every morning. He should still have AWK though. I came here hoping to find something inspiring. Maybe something I could use to help me fight my depression and actually live my life. Top comment. My bladder 'cause I gotta pee. I'm going back to sleep. My dog. Only for my good boy. I need him more than he needs me. But he still needs me. My cat. I specifically rescued him so I'd have a companion and a reason to get up in the morning. I can justify letting myself die but can't justify letting him die. Was it irresponsible to rescue a cat while in my situation? Yes. Incredibly so. But after 3 months in bed isolating myself from my life. And a month in mental hospital before that due to 2 suicide attempts. I wanted to finally be with a cat companion like I'd yearned for 2 years. I'm doing better now. COVID aside. He's been in my life for 2 months and I'm resolved to give him the best life I can. Which means giving me the best life I can. Edit. Cat tax. This is Ludwig. Sometimes I call him Loafwig. Was it irresponsible to rescue a cat while in my situation? Maybe. But in hindsight, extremely good timing. Having a cat companion during COVID craziness is probably good for you. And for the cat, I'm glad things are going better for you. Stay strong. I didn't plan on getting a cat, and had been struggling with my mental health even worse than usual when I found him. I had rescued a bunny 3 months prior and was concerned I was being irresponsible, since I could barely take care of myself. Cut to almost 7 years later, my cat and I are attached at the hip. Sadly, our bunny passed away 3 years ago, but he helped me survive that as well. While I'm not perfect and occasionally the litter box gets a little heavy if I'm in a super low, but there's a loophole in my depression that requires I take care of him above all else. I hope you find as much comfort in your companion as I do with mine. And I'm so glad it happened before COVID. As for what gets me out of bed, it's him whining for food. The dog. A 3-year-old who need to play right this second. I hope your response to the 3-year-old is not reflected by your username. And I hope you don't work at my local Pizza Hut. I'd go to Pizza Hut more if they were naked. As it is, I don't go there at all. But I'd go at least once out of curiosity. Do they still have stuffed crust? Usually it's my wife trying to be quiet. She gets up earlier than me, so she is polite and doesn't make noise. Except for when she drops the blender on the counter, which separates into several pieces, some of them bouncing on the floor for several minutes as she so desperately tries to stop them while slamming into open cabinet doors, causing pots and pans to topple over and hemorrhage out of the cabinets, which scares the dogs into running in place on the hardwood floor. And now their toenails are making all sorts of shapes and clacks, and they knock over a lamp, and now my wife is chasing the dogs, which causes them to jump in bed onto my nuts. Thank you for the laugh. Oddly specific. This sounds like my house every day. Based on this week so far, absolutely nothing. I woke up this morning just in time to join a conference call. I fell asleep again shortly before it ended. I didn't actually get up until 14:30. I stay awake until maybe 6 a.m. and wake up at 3 p.m. Quarantine messed up my sleeping schedule. Send help PLZ. I feel my guy. My sleep schedule is really FD too. That's one thing to get squared away starting tonight. Set an alarm and get up and go to bed at the same time every day. Use night lights on your devices to signal it's time for your bedtime. Read a book while in bed, or some sort of other habit to signal your brain it's time to shut down for the night. Take melatonin to readjust your sleep cycle. Mental health is dependent on your physical actions in many ways. A healthy night of sleep every night is critical to mental health. Problem is, I don't want to set up rules and stress for myself when I don't have to. Pre-dog. I would put my alarm out of reach of the bed, so I'd have to get up to turn it off. Then I may as well pee and shower and stuff since I'm already upright. To stay out of bed, try to come up with one small thing to do and put it on a sticky in the bathroom the night before. Finishing something gives satisfaction and happy brain chemicals. Maybe 15-minute walk around the block. Clean a window. Wash a couple dishes. Get the mail. Spend 15 minutes on a project. Or just do a couple stretches on the floor. At least then, if you end up back in bed, you know you did one little thing. Post-dog. Demands for breakfast and outside time. The routine helps. I have had severe episodes of depression. Getting up is hard, but once you're up, it's easier to stay up even if it's only for an hour or two. A wife and pets to support and shelter. You have a wife? Ha, what a simp. Goes in corner and cries in loneliness. The fact that the world will keep on turning with or without you. So you may as well make the most of it. Time will keep moving forward, and if you're feeling down one day, just know that there's a new day coming for things to be awesome again. Honestly, if having a real ST day and I have gotten up all my responsibilities done, then I go to bed so the day can be over and start anew the next. Very rarely have I had 2 horrible days in a row. Combination of my dog and needing to pee. Mostly the dog though. She'll literally climb in my bed. squeeze between me and the wall. And after acting cute for like 2 minutes, she'll roll her back to me, legs to wall, and start pushing me off the bed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.